We've got some stuff to go over.
I summon thee, News Dennis.
Oh, I'm on the way, but because I want to be, not because you told me to. We've got some new news today, some new news, some Guild Wars 2 new news, and we're gonna go over it. This is the, since the last time we had the newsroom, this is the first thing I felt was newsworthy, and we are going to step into my office. Hello! Welcome back to my newsroom. It is freaking dusty in here. Who's the new janitor? Charles? Fire him. Get Maria back here. She was a saint. I loved Maria. Okay, chat. We've got some new news. All right, they released today some information on the next PvP season. Now, in between the last two 5 versus 5 seasons, they had a baby season, a 2 versus 2 season that had many problems. Now, the 2v2s, oh yes, we got a new logo. Do you like it? Look, I don't know why Muck had his face on the logo, and it's unacceptable. Not in my newsroom. So I just painted right over that, just right over that. I need to work on the name too, but yeah, they're looking at me. Bab, calm down, they love it. God, he's worried about the ratings. Okay, so there was a 2v2 season, and they said at that time that every time there's a 5v5 season that ends, they would have another 2v2 season in between the 5v5s. So it'd be 5v5, 2v2, 5v5, 2v2. And then now, on the very next season, they've changed their minds. So they've done the 2v2 season one single time. Firebrand Renegade, those two things together were the top 100 teams. There was almost nothing else up there. Yes, our man Muck managed to win like 13 matches. I love those emotes in the chat, keep them up. Our man Muck managed to win like 13 matches in a row, shot up to low platinum with his Ranger, and then immediately got demolished the next like 10 games by nothing but Firebrand / Revenant, Revigade, Renanant, the schizophrenic guys. So yes, and they did a small nerf to the Firebrands, and it helped a little, but they were still just god tier over there. And they didn't want to nerf them in 2v2 because then they didn't want to just nerf them in PvP because then they could go too far for the other game modes. So yes, that's the background. Now we've got this. Hi folks, this is from Cal Cohen. This is one of the big boy developers. First off, apologies as this post is running a few days late. The end of Dennis. I don't care what the timer says, I'm doing the news. Well, you can stick that timer where the sun don't shine. No, I don't mean Wichita. Jesus Christ. First off, apologies as this post is running a few days late. As many of you have noticed, we haven't activated the new mini-season yet. We're trying some different things as we look for the right balance of conquest season to mini-season to turn to true off-season. The general feedback we got with the 2v2 season is that it ran a bit long given the meta and the lack of direct balance considerations, whoops, Firebrand's Revenant's too strong, for the game mode, and the immediate transition from season to mini-season didn't give much time to relax and rest. This time around, wait, what? Nectorian says, can we get it a little bigger? That's as big as it gets. It's just, look, it's cold, it's genetic, oh, you mean the font. Okay, sorry, yeah, we could do that. All right, you sick freak. Okay, and immediate transition from season to mini-season didn't give much time to relax and reset. This time around, we're having a week, this week, with no active season, followed by a 2-week mini-season of 3 versus 3. TDM. The 3v3 season will start around the usual time next Tuesday. That's the day of the mega patch. They specifically put that patch there because of our stream celebration, chat, just so you know. They love the stream. We'll see how the 2-week season feels, and we'll continue to evaluate mini-season length moving forward. Now, if any of you do not already know, this coming Tuesday is No Quarters release date, and I'm sure they picked that day because this coming Tuesday is the day that Muck has his celebration of 2 years of streaming without missing a day. Now, I was not employed here, and I was not yet in charge of this operation. 2 years ago. I am now, of course, but we're letting him celebrate being here all that time. On that day, we're having a 12-hour stream. He'll be there, I'll be there. I will be very hyper, and we're starting at 1 p.m. Eastern time and going on for the next 12 hours, where we will be giving out 20,000, you know what, I'm gonna take some of this, 19,500 gold ish of stuff over the course of those 12 hours. There will be giveaways every hour, and there will be 9 copies of Path of Fire given out, 5 standard editions, 2 deluxe editions, and 2 ultimate editions. And yes, 5 plus 2 plus 2 is 9, Bab. Jesus Christ, how is he in charge? Okay, so yes, very exciting stuff next Tuesday, and the new game mode, and apparently there is a balance patch also. So that is something to look forward to in PvP. So even if you are only a PvP player and you do not care about the new story, there is some new stuff. Now, second thing on the agenda, something that was told to us while we were farming onions in our home instance. Okay, chat, let me show you what this is. A while back, we announced the Legendary Armory. Now, the Legendary Armory, the basics of it is if you get a legendary staff, every character on your account gets that legendary staff through the utility of an item called the Legendary Armory. It would be similar to your wardrobe where you unlock appearances. You would have a way to access your legendaries from every character on your account. So you get a legendary back item. Every character you've got that's level 80 gets a legendary back item. And it would make it so that you don't have to mail your legendaries between your tunes to Safi, calm down. It's not International Women's Day yet. Good Lord. Cannot contain that one. So this is something they announced on March 20th, and we hadn't heard anything about it since. And they said, we want to talk about our plans for the next update that will affect the suite of template features, gathering your feedback on what you hope to see from it. So they basically just said, it looks like we're doing this, right? We want to talk about our plans for the next update. This looks like they're saying, we're doing this. And everyone's like, whoa, like super excited. And then today they posted, thanks to all of your input, your strong reaction and feedback showed us that this would be a worthwhile addition to the game and we can't wait to get it to you. Maybe I'm looking too much into the wordplay here, but this seems like it's saying, we weren't really sure if we were gonna do it, but now we are? Okay. We're excited to be able to make you a part of the development early on for this feature. And in the coming months, wait, hold on. You said the next update. We excited to be able to make this part of the early development in the coming months. We'll be sharing updates as we move through the implementation process. So the update is, we're glad you like the sound of this, we'll start. Now, I don't know everything, and I don't pretend that I do, but this is a very confusing post. From this one back here, it seems like, hey, we got this great thing, and everyone's like, yeah! And now, 2 months later, they're saying, we're glad that y'all seem excited. We'll start. So, I don't know. I'm a little, yes, bamboozled. I'm a little bamboozled. I feel like I've been charlataned. I don't know. But I put this post in my mouth and it tastes awful. It's just blah, 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 blah. I don't like that. I don't like the taste of that post. So I don't know. I guess it's still on the way, but apparently it's a lot further out than we thought. Well, that's it. I wouldn't have, this was not newsroom worthy if I had not already been here, but I was on my way to the newsroom anyway, and I was like, I guess I can slide it into my papers. No, Bob, we would not have done it. Oh yeah, try and fire me. My name's on the wall, Bob. Jesus Christ, he thinks this place would run without me. Okay, and that's the news. All right, we're gonna turn it back over to Muckluck for some far less entertaining material. Have a good one.